Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is Sunday. I do appreciate you guys, those of you who took the time to watch my quick little short or anything that I had posted last week. I wasn't well last week. I'm sorry. So I wasn't able to actually, I just wasn't feeling well enough to post anything. So I am back. I'm doing a lot better. As a matter of fact, I'm almost 100% now. So I want to say thank you to my subscribers and those of you who took the time to watch or do take the time to watch my videos. I do appreciate you guys. Without you, I would not be wanting to post those videos, as I always mention. But today I'm going to do something a little simple with embossing folder. It is going to be a get well card. And I guess it just tied in with the fact that I wasn't, feeling too well. So I thought maybe I might try a little get well card this time. I'm going to be utilizing a Cricut embossing folder that I had. I would also be using Wilted Violet, which is a distress ink, a regular dollar store marker, and of course my sentiments. Okay. So what I'm going to do to get started, just to give this the look like I am actually layering it, I'm going to utilize the marker so I can do the borders for the matted piece. So I'm going to get this here, just use my square, oopsie, and I'm going to just, do a border around there. Okay, hopefully that works. Yes. Okay, so that's the first step. Second step, I'm going to be utilizing the embossing, oh sorry, not the embossing folder yet, because I do want to map out or mark out the sections that I want to use the embossing folder on. So I'm going to say, because I just want a small section, like pretty much just a small section to put the sentiments on. So since this is 4, so let's say I shall mark it off, say 2 inches on each side, doesn't it? Because I also have a flower, just kind of map it out. I'm going to flip that and do another 2 inches. Center part is fine, that's not a problem. Okay, so I scored it at 2 inches either side, and I left 1.5 inches in the middle, and that's perfectly fine. And now I'm going to go ahead and utilize the embossing folder. Now I am going to just be embossing the 2 outer parts. So what I will do, I will go ahead and use the distress ink, and I'm just going to pass it on very, just to get, this lower section of the folder with some purple. It doesn't have to be very strong or anything, but just to get that portion. And then I'm just going to make sure on this part. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I am actually doing the part that I wish. Excuse me. That's the other thing, guys. It's just that little aggravating cough that gets me sometimes. I kind of flip this over because I want to make sure that I have it correct, just in case. All right, so oops, so I shall go ahead and make sure that it is lined up with the part that I do have. Grab my cuttle bug and run it through. Okay, that's one side. So I have this side here. And now I'm going to do the other side. So you have the two sides, which is very simple. It's not anything fancy, just very simple and quick. Then I will go ahead and use the stamp that I have from, this is just basically a nice little floral set from Happy Birthday to Thanks to Get Well Soon. I'm going to use the Get Well Soon, and I'm also going to add here a little flower there as well. Okay, and let me get this. Now this is the flower that I want to put on the end, so I'm going to make sure that I'll make sure I put it the place I want to afterwards. But for now, let's go ahead and get the Get Well Soon kind of centered, and I'm going to make sure that's here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the flower on the end. Let me just grab my glue. As a matter of fact, I always like to put some of those on dimensional squares. Let me just go ahead and grab that. I'm just going to make sure I have 4 at least, just to keep it good. Okay, and that's your Get Well Soon. I'm now going to adhere it onto the card base, and that is pretty much what it is at this point. I lost my regular glue, so I'm just going to use this Elmer's glue there for a minute. That should be pretty good as well. I don't typically use it, but I guess because I was not feeling too well, I guess I don't remember, and I can't see where I put my regular glue. Okay, so we have everything mapped down. I usually like to use a paper towel just so that if any glue or anything is leaking out, you know, my hands doesn't get on it, one, and then the tissue soaks up the rest. So in that way, you have the no glue hanging all over the place or on you and everything else. Okay. So here it is, guys. Get well soon. Voila, done. No big problem. So thank you so much for joining me, guys, for this simple tutorial. Get well soon. I shall see you guys next week. Thank you for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.